Hello, welcome to part two, A Mother's Journey, My Story. As a mother, so many thoughts and questions came to my mind. Where did I go wrong? Why didn't I see this coming? I blamed myself and I had a sense of failure. I felt horrible. And I also started thinking I could have done things differently. And my heart and my mind were being consumed with so many thoughts and questions. I asked my son to forgive me if I failed him as a parent. And he told me that we were the best parents and that, he explained to me that it was his struggles with himself and his struggles with his mind. But I still couldn't help feeling like that. And forever, I still, for a while, I blamed myself. I would say, I always try to have an open communication with my children. How is it that where did I go wrong? How is it that I failed my son? How is it that I failed him? I was supposed to be there to protect him. I should have been able to sense this, and it was really, really hard for me, for me blaming myself. And as parents, we may not have all the answers. We have to remember today there are many resources available for us. There's nothing wrong with seeking help. Many believe that when we seek help, it's a sign of weakness. But on the contrary, I believe that it is a sign of courage and it's a sign of bravery. When you're able to say, anything that we do that is to better ourselves, to better our home, our family, it's a sign of courage and bravery, because that means that you're willing to change, you're willing to improve. And when we're willing to look for improvement, to learn, to educate ourselves, that is a sign of bravery and courage. So as time went by, God healed my heart. But I must admit, He's still working with me. He's still working with me, and He has helped me to understand and see things differently, see things in a different perspective. And today He's still working with me. I think that God never finished working with us. It's ongoing. It's an ongoing thing. It's part of life. But He works with us when we let Him work with us. When we do not just stay stubborn and stay as what we believe and what we think, but when we say, God, I am here, help me, teach me, provide me the resources, He does it. And for our family, this experience hit heavily on our hearts. His sisters are still learning to cope with it, to cope with what our family endured. It was not an easy thing, and I do not consider myself to be a perfect mother. There's still so much I have to learn. There's still so much that I must learn. And I believe as a parent, we never stop learning. The key is to acknowledge that we need to become what we need to become better parents, and to be willing to change if needed. It's so important that we acknowledge that. And in today's world, it is no secret life is challenging. And we have to remember, we must keep in mind, if life is challenging for us as adults, how much more for our children? Just imagine that. How much more for our children? As parents, we must seek help and we must not blame ourselves. That's the key. That's one of the main things. It's important that we keep an open communication with our children. And most important, that we must learn to listen to our children, because we can tell our children, "I want you to talk to us," but we do not know how to listen to them. Those words just basically go into the thin air. There are many times that they may not feel like talking, but the important thing is for them to know we will always be there for them. That's very important, that they know that no matter what. Let them know that they can talk to you about anything, any topic. Let them know that they can share with you all their worries, all their fears, all their concerns. If we ask what age is the most crucial, for a child or for a parent, and what age is the most crucial in our children, I would say all ages. All ages are crucial. It doesn't matter what age, because fear, anxiety, and depression do not discriminate. It doesn't matter what age. But as parents, we must have an open mind, and we must learn to listen to our children. We must learn to listen between the lines. Many times their actions speak more than words. And as parents dealing with these topics may bring different emotions such as fear, doubt, failure, helplessness, and so much more out there. So many emotions. And no matter the emotion, it is important that we remember that everyone in your family is also feeling similar emotions. So one may not want to share how the other is feeling because they want to be strong for the other family member. But nevertheless, it's important to talk about it together as a family. Share your emotions to realize that you are all feeling the same way, and support one another during these very difficult times. It's so important. The blessing is when you come together as a family and you remember by understanding God's unconditional love, knowing and believing, His promises. We learn that He is our hope and strength. And it's very important that we hold on to that. His mercy, strength, and divine protection. He is our strength and hope through it all. I give Him all the glory and praise. And today there's no doubt in my mind, in our hearts, in our minds, that our son is a miracle. And that He's still with us because of God's love and divine protection. Again, I hope that my story is a blessing to you. I hope that it gives someone hope out there, and just a reminder that you are not alone. God bless. Hi, thank you for viewing my channel. Please help my channel to grow, and remember to subscribe, and I would love to read your comments.